UOB One account versus OCBC 360 account. Which high interest savings account is better in the year of 2024? Now, these two cash savings account has been one of my top 2 for the high interest savings account cash saving strategy. And you see my last comparison update on these two accounts were in 2022. So that was around 2 years ago. And you see many things have changed, terms and conditions have changed. And in today's video, I'm going to go through with you whether it's still worth it to go for either of them. But I know that the best cash savings account will differ from people to people. So if you want to ask your own personal situation, you can come and join us at our over 16,000 members Telegram group at Honey Money SG. And just for today's video context, I will use a minimum of $100,000 of cash savings. This is to maximize the tier. So if you have below that, you have to do the calculations yourself. So assuming everything the base is $100,000. Now let's go through some of the basic terms and conditions first. How to get the high interest on both of these accounts. Starting with OCBC 360. So for OCBC 360, we will just focus on 3 categories, which is salary, save and spend. Base interest of OCBC is 0.05% per annum. For salary credit criteria, there is a minimum of $1,800 that you need to put in this OCBC 360 account every month to qualify for it. And the salary can be transferred from either Gyro, Fast or PayNow, and you will get up to 2.5% per annum. Then for the save criteria of OCBC 360, you will need to increase the average daily balance of your account by at least 500 Singapore dollars every month. And that will give you an additional 1.5% per annum. Lastly, for the spend criteria, you have to spend on specific OCBC eligible credit cards like OCBC 365, OCBC Infinity, OCBC NXT, OCBC 90N or OCBC Rewards card. And that will get you an additional 0.6% per annum. And if you add all these 3 criteria together, you'll get a total of 4.65% per annum interest on your first $100,000 of your cash savings, which means on a yearly basis, your yearly interest will be 4.65% times $100,000, which is $4,650. Then if you were to take a 30-day interest, how much would that be? That will be 4,650 divided by 365 multiplied by 30, which will give you a net interest of $382 per 30-day period. And you see, the good thing about OCBC 360 account is that all these criteria, they are independent from each other, which means you don't have to fulfill all of them or you will forfeit the interest like some other accounts. You can just do 2 of them, like you cannot hit credit card spending, you just fulfill salary and save criteria, you can still get 4.05% per annum. So that's the beauty of OCBC 360. And even for OCBC 360, there is a welcome bonus for those of you who are not Singaporeans. I think you can get some cash reward if you use my referral code to sign up for OCBC 360 account, especially if you are a foreigner from Malaysia, from China, from Hong Kong. So that's about OCBC 360. Let's talk about the other one, UOB One account. UOB One account is slightly more popular, I think, because previously it was giving up to 5% per annum on the first $100,000. But that condition has already been gone. So let's not talk about the 5% per annum anymore because it has changed since April 2024. But what is not changing is the terms and conditions, because the main criteria is to spend $500 on specific UOB credit cards like UOB One card, UOB Ladies card, UOB EVOL card, and even the Lazada UOB card. Then of course there are other UOB debit cards that you can spend it on to fulfill that $500 spending criteria. The other criteria you have to hit is the $1,600 of salary credit. So at the max tier for UOB One, there will be $150,000 of cash savings. You will get 4% per annum effective interest rates. So the yearly interest will be 4% multiplied by $150,000, which will give you $6,000 per year. Therefore, if you want to calculate the 30-day interest, that will be 6,000 divided by 365 multiplied by 30, and that will get you $493 per 30-day period. So yes, I went through the basic terms and conditions already, but if you really want to know on a personal level which one is better for you for your own situation, I can give you a few scenarios, but after a word from the sponsor. If you're looking for the best trading platform for US options, here are 3 good reasons to choose Webull Singapore. Number 1, low commissions. Webull is charging 55 US cents per options contract and 0 platform fees for US options trading. One of the lowest fees in the market, especially since July, they launched an options trading promo that reimburses all your options trading commission if you trade a minimum of 100 options contracts monthly, keeping more of your profits in your pocket. Number 2, advanced tools. Get comprehensive charting, real-time data, and powerful analytics to make smarter trades. For example, under the options tab, other than the options chain, you can see option statistics like volume distribution and volume analysis. There is also a probability analysis that can estimate the hypothetical prices at a given time. Plus, if you perform one US options trade, you can get 1 month free Opera market data. Number 3, user-friendly, perfect for both beginners and pros. The intuitive interface makes trading straightforward and efficient. For new to Weibo users, there are welcome promo rewards. Fund a minimum of $2,000, complete 3 US buy trades and maintain until 31st August 2024. And you can get $60 of cash vouchers. If you fund a minimum of $10,000, complete 5 US buy trades and maintain until 31st August 2024, you can get $400 worth of cash vouchers. And if you fund over $100,000, you can get 1.8% per annum USD Money Bull interest booster for 90 days, capped at $100,000 subscription. And this reward could elevate your USD Money Bull interest to up to 7%. There is an options trading promo for both new and existing users, where if you trade a minimum of 100 US options contracts monthly, you can get free commission on US options. Also, Weibo does not charge platform fees. Start trading options with Weibo by using my exclusive link or scan the QR code right here to get your Weibo account today. Now let's start with example 1. If you only have 100,000 Singapore dollars of cash savings and you are an employee, which one should you go for? Assuming your salary credit is at least $1,800 per month, which means you can fulfill the salary credit criteria from both banks, and you can spend a minimum of $500 per month on credit card. With a minimum of $500 in incremental average daily balance in your savings, OCBC 360 will give you 4.65% per annum. But for UOB One, it is not so clear-cut because there is going to be a tiered interest rate, and let's calculate that. So for $100,000 savings, we will take 0.75% multiplied by 3% plus 0.25% multiplied by 4.5%. which will give you an effective interest rate of 3.375% per annum. So no more 5% per annum like before on your first $100,000 in UOB One. No more. Now become 3.375% per annum. And in this case, OCBC 360 will likely be the more preferred choice for you because 4.65% per annum is so much higher than 3.375%. So if you are in this situation, $100,000 of cash savings, and can fulfill all the criteria, just go with OCBC 360. Okay, for example 2, let's up the cash savings level to $150,000. And on first thought, you would think that UOB One will win clearly, right? But I can show you it's not really the case. Alright, same thing, employee salary credit at least $1,800. Credit card spend criteria meet at least $500 per month, and you can meet the average daily balance increase of at least $500 per month. Now, OCBC 360 is capped on the first $100,000. Okay, that one we already acknowledged 4.65% per annum. So the rest of the $50,000, where can you put it there? You don't put in the OCBC 360 account anymore, because the additional $50,000 will not give you any kind of bonus interest. So this $50,000 you can put in other places lah, like I went through in my cash saving strategy video, or even put in T-bills, SSB, HSBC Everyday Global account. Or you can put $20,000 in the brand new chocolate finance account, but that one comes with its own set of risks that we will not discuss today. All these other options will give you around 3.7% to 4.2, 4.6% depending on which type of product you choose But we will take the average to be around 3.7% per annum because that's how the T-bill is yielding right now per annum. So effective return, if we combine the OCBC 360 account with a T-bill rate of 3.7%, we will take 100,000 times 4.65% per annum plus 50,000 times 3.7% per annum divided by 150,000, and you will get a blended interest effective rate of 4.33% per annum. Whereas for your UOB One, it's capped at $150,000, and with an effective interest of 4% per annum, it still loses out to that 4.33% blended rate if you combine OCBC 360 with a T-bill. So if you have $150,000, really don't need to look at UOB One or so. You can look at OCBC 360 plus an alternative. Then how the tides turn already, right? Last time UOB One account win everything. Now OCBC 360 win everything. But don't forget, there's one more thing that UOB One account has. That is the quarterly savings earmark promotion, and this time it's known as the Nation of Savers campaign. Let's assume at $150,000 of cash savings again, and you can fulfill all the criteria, which I will not repeat. OCBC 360, we have already established the fact that you can get a blended interest rate of 4.33% per annum with example 2. But for UOB One, if you participate in the quarterly savings earmark promotion, and this time it can give you an additional $1,100. For holding $150,000 inside UOB One account for a period of 5 months until mid of December, That also depends on when you earmark lah. I mean, if you participate in the month of July, then your earmark will be released by the mid of December. So for the quarterly earmark, we will take $1,100 divided by $150,000 multiplied by 12 divided by 5. And that's a bonus interest rate of 1.76% per annum. So if you take the standard UOB One account interest of 4% per annum on $150,000 and add on the 1.76% per annum from the quarterly savings promo, you'll get a total effective return of 5.76% per annum. And this time, you can finally win OCBC 360 account at 150,000 because remember, OCBC 360 is only 4.33%. This time with UOB One plus the Nation of Savers campaign, you can get 5.76, which totally beat OCBC 360. But what I can tell you really is that I'm not participating in the whole UOB One ecosystem now. And the main reason is because of the longer lock-in period. Previously, it was around 4 months. Now it become like 5 months. And it's really subject to the terms and conditions change on the UOB One account interest. Especially with the UOB EVOL credit card nerf. Really one of my credit card strategy gone already. I don't even feel like spending anything on UOB credit card anymore for cashback. So then, if you're not participating in the UOB One ecosystem like me, then which account can you choose? Then I'll go through with you one of the options which I'm considering, which is the Standard Chartered Bonus Saver account plus the Save Up Level Up promotion. And I'll go through in full detail how you can do it right here.